Alright, gang. Let's deal with those super mutants.
Death from above. It's the only way to fly.
Welcome aboard, Knight. Instruments are green, and we're cleared for release.
That's cool. Lowers us and then we power up and go. Are we flying independent yet? Come on, people. Target barrels. Got them. I've got a settlement. Yep, right there. Doesn't look too bad from the air.
Target acquired. I'll try and keep him in your sights.
Oh? Where? Alright, we're going to focus on him.
Primary target down. Look at that thing bleed. I'm gonna find a place to set her down and then hightail it back to the Brotherhood for repairs.
Roger that. Let's go dance. Power armor, uglies. Alright. Dance, something to learn. Check the bodies. Alright, next segment of the quest. What's the next section of the mission? Secure Fort Strong Armory. Let's go. Alright, Dan, you with me? Let's go. You ever thought about helmet, you know? Just mentioning it.
This area seems to be in disarray. Wonder if this is recent.
That sound! What is it?
Already got the key.
Over there! Kill us all! I'm gonna feast on your flesh!
No, you're not.
Go down!
Alright, they're gonna come around.
You die now!
Oh.
Down.
Oh, now the elevator works. Alright, I'm gonna loot bodies right quick, meet you by the elevator. Alright, let's head on down. get in my doorway.
Whatever this thing was, it's been totally torn to pieces.
It's like the 6th technical document.
This area seems to be in disarray. I wonder if this is recent. We should search this area. Head back to hell.
Dance. Got it. Speak to Dance in a sec. Radiation, not a problem. How many I get with that grenade anyway? 2 and a hound. Nice. I'm going to speak to Dance, then I'm going to clean this place up. Dance. Dance. Dude, tell me you didn't just leave out on me.
Look at this place. You must hate these mutants as much as I do.
Why do you hate super mutants so much?
They're responsible for the death of a close friend, a Brotherhood knight named Cutler. So when you ask if I hate them, I say hate's too gentle a word. These monstrosities are just another example of man blindly taking a step forward, only to wind up stumbling 2 steps back. I've been fighting for years, trying to put a stop to this madness. And just when I thought we were getting the upper hand, along come the synths. I've seen what these super mutants do to people. Can you imagine what the synths would do to us if they ever got the upper hand? It would be Armageddon repeated, and maybe the end of everything that we hold dear. Look, I don't mean to bore you with my rhetoric. I just want you to understand how important these missions are.
Don't apologize. It reminds me why I'm doing this.
Thank you, brother. It's good to know you're taking my advice to heart. Anyway, that's enough of that. What's important here is that you got the job done and secured these warheads. You should head back up to the Brotherhood and talk to Maxon. I'm sure he'll want to debrief you as soon as possible. Dismissed.
Yeah, okay, I'll meet y'all up there. I'm gonna loot and salvage. Catch you in a sec. Where the heck did Dance go? Only 3 mini-nukes out of that. And no magazine or nothing. Let's get back to the Brotherhood. Wait a minute. Where the heck is he? Okay, he's not up here anymore. No fair moving.
Hail, Knight.
There he is. Hey, +2 to charisma.
Outstanding work at Fort Strong, soldier.
What happens at Fort Strong now?
Paladin Dance is supervising the transfer of the Fat Man warheads to the Prudwood. They'll provide quite an edge to our arsenal. I've also ordered a detachment to occupy the location, and use it as a staging area to protect the eastern side of the airport. All in all, you handed us quite a valuable location.
It was a piece of cake.
I'm glad you feel that way, because it only gets more difficult from here. In order to bring the Institute to its knees, we need to use every weapon at our disposal. I try to supply my soldiers with the best. That's why I'm giving you these. Signal grenades can call a vertibird to your location when you need aerial transport. Simply throw one to the ground, and the vertibird will hone in on the unique electromagnetic smoke it emits. Once you're aboard, use the map on your Pip-Boy to interface with the pilot's navigation system, so he'll be able to take you wherever you need.
Oh, I can fast travel without fast traveling, it sounds like.
Where can I get more signal grenades?
I'd use the supply I gave you sparingly. These devices are far more complex than a standard smoke grenade. Should you need more, you should acquire them from Proctor Teagan.
Will the vertibird stay and help me fight?
I'm afraid I can't spare a fully armed gunship for this task. A standard transport will have to suffice. Of course, nothing's stopping you from using a door gun while in flight.
I don't need caps.
Thank you, Elder. I'll make good use of them.
I expect that you will. Now, I'm sure you're aware that Fort Strong was simply the first step towards the liberation of the Commonwealth. An even greater task lies ahead. Our latest intelligence tells us you've infiltrated the Institute and liberated a valuable holotape from their facility. I'm quite disappointed you chose to build the signal interceptor without the Brotherhood Knight. However, you've secured passage to and from their facility, which was one of our primary goals. So, I'm willing to overlook your lapse in judgment, since you've unexpectedly accelerated our plans. I now have 2 missions for you to complete. First and foremost, I want you to bring that holotape to Proctor Ingram right away. There could be data vital to the success of our mission on that tape, so we can't afford to take any chances. The second part of your mission requires a bit of background to explain. About 10 years ago, the Brotherhood began recruiting civilian scientists from the capital wasteland to assist with various projects. During this process, we were able to obtain the services of Dr. Madison Lee, a noted mind in the field of nuclear engineering.
How did the Brotherhood meet Dr. Lee?
She was part of a civilian project in the capital wasteland that the Brotherhood appropriated. It wasn't difficult to convince her to stay. That said, Dr. Lee's contributions to our cause were instrumental in maintaining order in the capital wasteland. After some time, she developed differences with the Brotherhood and exiled herself to the Commonwealth. We're fairly certain that her intent was to make contact with the Institute.
What sort of differences?
Although she was working with the Brotherhood of Steel, she never formally joined as a scribe. After the capital wasteland was secured, she objected to the Brotherhood's continued military presence there. I think she assumed we would just walk away from it all. She was wrong. Your mission is simple. Once you're inside the Institute, we want you to track down Dr. Lee's whereabouts. If you find out that she's still alive, make contact with her and convince her to return to the Brotherhood of Steel. There's a special project we're working on, and it needs her attention.
I don't know exactly where she's at.
What's this project that needs her attention?
Dr. Lee previously worked on a potent weapon for the Brotherhood of Steel. We'd like her to continue where she left off. That's all I can tell you. Just keep your mind on the mission, and don't let anything they say sway you from your duty. Good luck, Knight.
Alright, gang. He's not getting the tape. Sorry.
Proximity sensors green. Getting a 3-second pingback.
Superstructure integrity green. Hull plating stable.
Commander of the Minutemen, we're keeping the tape. Quite simply, I don't trust the Brotherhood that well yet.
Watch your step on the flight deck. It's a long way down.
Dr. Lee, however, I will go try and convince.
I think you should stay on point.
Charging
Your
into a
instincts seem to be
situation,
right on
guns
target.
blazing, is a good way to get yourself killed.
There is still that off-the-record matter I'd like to discuss. Do you have time now?
Why not?
Off the record. That's not like you, Dance.
Which is why this is going to be difficult to say. So I'd appreciate it if you bear with me. When you were first placed under my sponsorship, I had some serious reservations about it. Despite all that, this has turned out to be a rewarding experience. For both of us. At this point, honestly, I don't feel like there's anything else I could teach you about being a Brotherhood soldier that you don't already know. It's apparent from your attitude and your actions that you intend to keep those ideals close to your heart.
You're beating around the bush. Is there something you're trying to tell me?
Is it that obvious? I've never been very good at these things. Let me start at the beginning. I grew up alone in the capital wasteland. Spent most of my childhood picking through the ruins and selling scrap. When I was a bit older and had a few caps to my name, I moved into Rivet City and opened a junk stand. While I was there, I met a guy named Cutler. We got along pretty well. Watched each other's backs and kept each other out of trouble. When the Brotherhood came through on a recruiting run, we felt like it was a way out of our nowhere lives. So we joined up.
Rivet City. Must be post-war, because I've never heard of it.
You're right. It was a settlement, built inside the remains of a beached aircraft carrier. One of the safest places to live in the capital wasteland, until the Brotherhood arrived. It was the perfect location for me to try my hand at being a merchant.
I have a hard time picturing you as anything but a soldier.
Clearly, I was ignoring my calling. Anyway, about a year after we were posted to the Prydwen, Cutler vanished on a scouting op. It took some convincing, but I was able to persuade my CO to let me assemble a squad and search for him. It took almost 3 weeks, but we tracked his team down to a super mutant hive. Those wretched abominations had slaughtered everyone but Cutler. He should have been so lucky. The mutant bastards used their FEV to change him into one of their own kind. He wasn't Cutler anymore. I had to... It was my duty to put him down.
You did the right thing.
It's what I was taught. I don't know if it was right. Ever since Cutler died, I've seen other soldiers come and go. Some were brave, some were honest. Hell, some were even downright heroic. But I'd never considered any of them to be a good friend. A friend like Cutler was. Until now. It's a good feeling, but it frightens me all the same. Having a bond with someone, then losing them. It changes you. I don't want to go through that again.
No, we're not flirting.
Well, there goes my dream of being reborn as a super mutant.
Glad to have changed your mind. I just thought you deserved to know how I felt. If you feel that I've overstepped my bounds, I completely understand. Whatever the case may be, I appreciate the fact that you took the time to listen.
Did I mess that up somehow?
Paladin.
Ready to continue our mission, soldier?
That depends. How are you feeling?
I'm locked and loaded and ready to take on the enemy. When you're ready to go, I'm right behind you.
Ready.
Roger that.
Alright then, gang.
despair,
Like I was
brother.
saying, Dr.
We're
Lee,
here to
her
save
I'll find and try and convince, but I'm keeping the holotape. Might want to go ahead and give it to Sturgis, come to think of it. But I'm going to dump some of the excess stuff I picked up, so leave me thoughts, comments, observations, and suggestions down below. Hit the like or dislike. And remember, whether you're getting up and out or staying behind your terminal, find something to get involved in and make a difference. But take care and stay safe. I am the Article Grunt.
Doesn't it feel good?
For now,
to be
I'm out from
part of
here.
Something as important
Bye.
as Brotherhood.